how to install subs with a stock head unit. You need an amp and subs. Step 2, get you one of these LCT2i for like 90 bucks on Amazon. Step 3, you need a wiring kit. I got this one off of Amazon for like 25 bucks. Now starting off with the wiring, we're gonna start off with the positive wire. So you have to run this to your battery. Some people have their batteries in the trunk, some people have them under the hood. In this situation, I have my battery under the hood. If your battery's in the trunk, it just makes this a whole lot easier. So once you have your positive wire, which is gonna be the long one in any kit you get, it's gonna be the longer wire. You're gonna have to go under your car and under your steering wheel somewhere, or maybe even on the glove box side, there should be a hole entering to under the hood. Depends what car you have also, but mine comes out right over there. To get the positive wire into the front of the car, then you're gonna want to run it back to the amp. Once you get it ran to the front though, do not connect it to the battery yet. Wait till the end to do that. That's the very last thing to do. So to run the rest of the wire, there's going to be rest of the wire, right? To run it back to the amp, you want to pop off these side things. They're just clips. They pop right off like that. Pretty easy. So I messed up with my fuse. I put the fuse on late, but you really want to put the fuse on under the hood. And once you run it through there, and then you run it through here and everything, and you tuck it back behind the seat, then it's going to come through here. You want to lift this up, put it behind all this. There's clips right here, they just pop out. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Then you want to bring it to your amp. And if you have a box, like not a box, like a board like I do, you're going to want to drill holes just so it looks clean towards the end, which I will show you. But once you do that, you just want to connect it right there to the positive part on the amp. So now that we're done with the positive, we're going to want to do the ground. So the ground is pretty much way easier. You could just find a part of your frame in the car that's easy to access. The ground is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So now we're going to talk about this guy. So for this one, we're going to have to get 3 speaker wires. 3 speaker wires right here, right? For the ground, we take the ground, we run it to this ground right here. As you can see, I have it ran in right here. Take the 12 volt, the positive, and run it to the positive right here. And then it's gonna say, this last one right here, remote out. You're gonna want to run this one to right here. On every amp should have it. It's gonna be called the REM, the REM. This is the remote turn off. So when the car turns on, this turns on, and when the car turns off, the amp turns off. So once you have that done, you're almost done. Now you just have to do this part. So this part is where you got to take your door off, and you got to run wires from your speakers to this. So you pretty much got to tap in to your door speakers, which is really easy. You just cut it and just reconnect it with 2 wires that come out to right here. As you can see, mine come out right here. And then once you have them, then you're just going to get a loop from each. So from the negative, I got a loop to the negative again. And then the positive, I loop it to the positive with these that are coming from the speaker. And that pretty much gives you the RCA, so the sound and everything, so it knows what to play and when to play it. And then once you're done with that, you're going to want to run the RCA plugs. So this pretty much goes from the bass output. You want to run it from here to your amp. And yeah, then you're done. And then the next video, I'm going to show you guys how they sound. I'm not really too good at tuning, but I will learn it and then show you guys what to do.